Welcome, fellow knights. It's Pixelated-Apollo. Thanks for stopping by, and today we are going to witness the Latin Empire march into battle. This, of course, is Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD, the mod for Total War Attila. It's a 2v2 online battle, and the battlefield here actually looks really cool. I think it's in, like, modern-day Turkey. Very cool environment, and obviously I am commanding the Latin Empire. It looks like I got some troops sneaking around, and then my ally over here is Jackie Fish, and he is leading the Second Bulgarian Tsardom. So it's so great to see the Bulgarians because the faction is not necessarily the greatest. They don't have a great cav presence, but they've got a lot of cool units, and I'm pretty pumped to see them on the battlefield. And then our two opponents, we've got some very strong Western factions. We've got the Duchy of Burgundy. So here's some of his spears there. And then his ally is the Kingdom of France. So let's go ahead, check out the army comps in that same exact order. So starting with my Latin Empire, I've got 4 units of crossbow sergeants. I have 7 units of the Latin sergeants. They look really cool. I love the shield variation, and I'm also a big fan of the medieval Greek armor. It's just, I don't know why, I just love it so much. And then I have, not he, this is me. I have 3 units of spear sergeants, so they're gonna help me in the cav engagement. And the last infantry, I've got some halberdiers high period, so they're not as good as late period, but they're still really good. You know, they're still halberds. And then for my cav, I have 4 units of Latin knights. Oh my god. If there is a picture of glory, this would be it right here. These knights look so good. There's not a lot of variation, but you know, it's just they're fantastic. And then my general's in one of the Latin knights. Alright, so moving on to Jackie Fish's army. He has 4 units of heavy archers, which are pretty good in melee. He's got 4 units of the heavy infantry. This is the best sword infantry for the Bulgarians. And he also has 1 unit way over here. Let me show you guys. It's the Bulgarian swordsmen. Not as good as the heavy infantry, but still they're pretty talented at fighting. And then he has 5 units of the Bulgarian heavy spearmen. Now the reason he's bringing 5 is, oh, like I said earlier, the Bulgarian cav is not that good, so he's trying to overcompensate, and hopefully the spears will help him in the cav engagement. Also help him hold the line against that very superior French infantry. Now looking at, or actually he has more infantry over here. He's got some Bulgarian hooked spearmen. So pretty cool unit. I don't think we've ever seen them before. He's got 1 unit of the boyars, I think is how you pronounce it. They pretty much look like the heavy infantry but on horseback, and you're only allowed to bring 1 of these guys, which I don't know why that's the case, but I guess they're just really good. And then he has 2 units of some heavy horse archers. So they're going to be a very important tool in today's battle. Let's move on and look at the other teams here, the opponents. So we'll start with the Duchy of Burgundy. He's got some peasant archers, 4 units of peasant archers, and he has 4 units of the pavis. And he also has, I think, about 4 units of foot knightly retinue, which this is a pretty good infantry. These guys are going to do pretty well against my Latin sergeants. And he also has some halberdiers over here. Or actually, no, he has pikemen. So there they go. They're actually running without their pikes, unfortunately. They're holding invisible pikes. You see that? What the heck? But yeah, they do look pretty cool once they get their pikes down. And for his cav, he has, let's see, he's got, oh, that's the French cav. He's got 2 units of gendarmes. He has the Duke of Burgundy, and he also has some sergeants, some mounted sergeants. There they are. It's a melee cav. So now looking at his French ally, he is bringing 3 units of crossbow militia. He's got 2 units of halberdiers, 2 units of pavis, and in the back here, this is like the backbone of his army, the foot men-at-arms. They're really, really good. One of the best infantry in the game. And he's also bringing 2 units of sergeants, which are still pretty good, just not as good as the foot men-at-arms. And he is bringing some mounted men-at-arms. So there you go. There you go, on horseback. And that's pretty much it. The army. That's pretty much it for the armies, guys. So we'll get started with this battle. Alright guys, here we go. The battle has begun, and me and Jackyfish, we are pushing up our archers. Jackyfish also pushing up his cav, his horse archers. Now usually when we play Total War, our opponents are very defensive. Now they do have a very nice hill advantage, but we do have superior archers. So we're going to really rely on our archers to win the beginning phase, and maybe that will cause them to make a very hasty decision or make a very bad decision. If we look over here, Jackyfish has got his horse archers on the flank, currently harassing the back French cav over there. So basically what he's trying to do is cause France to make, well, cause France to make a mistake, essentially. He's going to be really annoying with the horse archers, try to weaken the French cav, you know, try to get a couple kills here and there, but that's really not his main objective. His main objective is to try to get his attention on the horse archers rather than the front lines, and then Jackyfish can maybe get some good cav charges, charge in his infantry by surprise, anything like that. So whenever you're using horse archers, be sure to use them very aggressively, and don't be afraid to lose them either. You know, it's not a huge deal if you lose your horse archers. But I believe his archers are almost in range. They are moving forward. Pretty cool. Man, I love this map. It is such an awesome map. There we go. They are firing. There's the first volley of the battle. Now the horse archers are pushing forward, but check this out, guys. The French are making a huge mistake. They left his crossbows right in the open, and this is why, right here, this is why horse archers are so deadly. Because you never know what they're going to do. Are they going to sit back and fire at you? Or are they going to charge in and take out some archers? So always watch out. Watch out for the horse archers, and always try to protect your skirmishers the best you can. You never want to lose them like this. So yeah, they are already breaking. He's trying to send over some French foot men-at-arms, but of course there's no way he's going to catch up to those horse archers. Most horse archers are very, very fast. But my opponent is being very, very defensive. The skirmish has begun on my side, but since he's being so... well, he's just kind of standing there. I decided to commit one of my cav units to help Jackyfish. I saw the huge clumping of crossbows, so this is a perfect opportunity to charge in my Latin Knights. Let's see if we can get a good charge here. Here we go, boys. Yes, nothing is protecting these guys, and we are just, we're gonna wipe them out. Very good charge right there. And we are just harassing the French. They're having a very difficult time protecting their army. You know, they're trying to send cav here and there. But that was some really good teamwork. But, you know, my Latin Knights are not done yet. Oh no, they're going back in. We've got some French foot men-at-arms out in the open. Let's see this. Let's see if we can get another good charge here. Come on, guys. Lances down. Oh, their lances went invisible there. Oh, yeah. Very, very good charge and in a very good unit, but I need to get out of there quickly because this unit will chew up my cav if I leave them in the fight. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to get my cav out of there. This cav has already gotten close to 100 kills just from those two very good charges. His crossbows are wavering. They just can't take it anymore. And poor Jackyfish's cav does get caught out over here, but it's at the red line. All this cav is so far away from his main army, his main body. So this is kind of being a little too aggressive with the French cav, but hey, at least you got the horse archers, right? Alright, so let's head back to the front lines here. Now this is, I don't know if this was a mistake by the French, but they are charging in their foot men-at-arms. Jackyfish is going to push up his heavy infantry, and then he's going to very quickly maneuver around these French foot men-at-arms, I should say. So there we go, a nice charge around these guys, and that's going to cause them to waver pretty quickly. It doesn't matter how elite your soldiers are, never let them get flanked. It's never a good sign. Alright, so a great early start to this battle. Everything is going to plan. We are harassing the French like crazy, and I am just slowly peeling more troops over to help Jackyfish. The reason I'm doing that is because I want him to attack me. I want him to move down. I want him to see that my troops, a lot of my troops are fighting, you know, his allies, so that would get him to, you know, do something, right? So here comes my Latin Knights again. I gotta watch these guys. They're so awesome. They are just so awesome. Actually, are they gonna Oh, sorry guys, bad camera angle there. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh yes, we noticed that the French king is over that way, and then here comes my knights. They're gonna charge in. No, I know I get another charge in here. I don't want to spoil it, but here it is. Here it is. God, Apollo, come on now. Here's the charge into some footmen at arms. Oh yeah. Another fantastic charge, but I need to get my men out of there. I'm trying to pull out as quickly as possible. Look at this. The camera is changing because a lot of these knights are dying. Oh my goodness. So now I'm setting my knights down this way because we got the French king who is way over there. He's stuck in melee against Jackie Fish's cav. So my Latin knights are going to try to join in, try to assassinate the French king and win this battle. So now the infantry has collided. The Bulgarians are doing pretty well. They're taking on the French sergeants, the spear sergeants, and the foot men-at-arms. Let's get a nice view of this battle. Here's more Bulgarians, heavy infantry, going into the lines. And we've got also a small fight over here. More Bulgarian heavy infantry taking on some Pavis. Now we've got some halberdiers looking at the face of the curved hooked spears, or the hooked spears. He is going to push up his halberdiers. I've got some of my crossbows in the back there trying to fire at their flank. I'm trying to help Jackie Fish's men, but I'm pretty sure the French halberdiers, oh, they're going to wreck Jackie Fish's spearmen here. Oh my god, that guy just got stabbed in the chest. Oh man, so this is where I'm sending more and more troops. Again, I'm just trying to get his opponent's attention. I want him to make a move. I want him to come down because I'm winning the skirmish engagement, but I guess he doesn't seem to care. So here comes my spears. They're going to take on the French spears. Charge, men, charge. Give them hell. All right, let's get a bird's eye view. So yeah, Jackie Fish's his pikes are breaking. But we got a really good battle going on over here. Lots and lots of infantry. Jackie Fish is now moving his infantry around the French position. Since the French don't really have any cav to deal with all the Bulgarian infantry, there's nothing he can do about his men getting outflanked. But these are the foot men-at-arms, and they will fight back to back. They will not break so easily. But of course, you should never get them flanked. Like even if they're that good, you never want your army, outflanked. Pretty cool battle right here. Lots of troops duking it out. We also have some troops going after some crossbows who are not paying attention. Oh, that's an easy fight for these heavy spearmen. We do have some cav in the back here. It looks like they're trying to harass Jackie Fish's army, but they are breaking, and yeah, actually they're breaking from the fight. They are gone. They were wavering, now breaking. And let's see, what else is going on, guys? Yes, more and more of my spearmen surrounding these Pavis, spearmen. Oh man, sometimes it's hard to collect my thoughts together. Yeah, but even though we have these guys surrounded as well, they're just like the foot men-at-arms for the French. They're hard to break. They are extremely hard to break. They fight back to back. They've got these enormous shields that just really help them in the main front line. And we've got these halberdiers over pursuing some of Jackie Fish's troops. And what I'm doing is I'm still concentrating my crossbow fire because he's just way out of position and just in the middle of nowhere. Look at this. They are fallen. They are dying. They are not really a threat anymore. I sent over my halberdiers to kind of deal with them. My healthy unit. I haven't lost a single man in this unit. So they should win this engagement because the French halberdiers, they are down to 66. Let's head back to the other parts of the battle. Finally, the French king was able to get out of that situation, that early cav engagement over there. So he's going to make it back to his army, which is not a good sign, but it's not a huge deal because, this battle is still going in our favor. Everything seems to be going pretty well. Jackie Fish has some heavy infantry in reserve. He might want to send them in over on this side. The French are starting to be a little bit of a problem here. The Bulgarian lines are thinning. They got this nice U formation here, which is pretty cool. Cool. Very, very cool. They will sing songs of us. I'm pretty sure I heard someone say that, which is awesome. So yeah, definitely a lot of infantry just all over the place. We do have some cav over here. I believe this is, what cav is this? This is the mountain sergeants from the Duchy of Burgundy. So he noticed that I was sending a lot of troops over to kill his allies. So finally he's sending some support. And look at this formation. Look at this, guys. He's got this nice, this nice thin formation to go through this gap in the lines. Because what he wants to do is get behind the French over here. So that was a really clever move there. I do appreciate that. It's cool to see stuff like that. Here we go. Give him the counter charge. Nice. Very, very good start. Now the French king is actually charging into my crossbows. So I'm actually surprised that the French would send their king all the way over to my side to kill my crossbows. But it really wasn't a big deal because I used most of my crossbow ammo. And I'm not too afraid of the French king. I am focusing some crossbow fire from the other crossbows into the king. And I believe I'm also sending forward, yes, I am sending up my Latin sergeants. They're going to get a little bit closer. They're going to prepare because I have a feeling that pretty soon the Duchy of Burgundy is going to move down his infantry. I'm also focusing my crossbows on the halberds back here. Or actually, I'm sorry, the pikemen. Because that's really the only thing that I'm afraid of in his force. So I'm going to focus them down. Hopefully I can really just like pepper them down. And they will be not that big of a threat once they get to my infantry. Very nice. Alright, so let's see what's going on over here. The French infantry, very, very impressive. Even though they are completely surrounded, they fight on, and their health is still pretty good. They haven't really lost a lot of soldiers. We gotta watch out for the gendarmes. So the Duchy of Burgundy moving over their heavy cav. Obviously, they're gonna try to get some hammer and anvil. Now, I noticed that he was moving this cav over, so I sent over another cav unit. If we look over this way, here it is. This unit's gonna try to counter those gendarmes. So they're gonna go over to the other side of the battlefield. I'm really sorry that this battle is so choppy. Usually it's not like this. I guess because there's a lot of troops on the battlefield or something. But yeah, they are going to that flank because, oh yeah, the gendarmes got a pretty good charge on the backs of those spears, causing them to waver. Now he's pushing further back into his lines, and this is my opportunity to charge in the cav. There goes my Latin Knights, and now we've got them in place, and Jackie Fish is actually sending over some spears in the back here. Here they go. Take them out, men. This is a really, really good position because we got his heavy cav just completely surrounded. These guys are really good. Really, really good knights. And this is really bad for him to lose them like this. Yes, kill the knights, kill them all. Here's the spears, helping out my Latin knights. And oh man, look at more and more soldiers breaking to the French infantry. If we head back here, I believe they are moving forward. They've moved up their spears and their pikes. And this is just an even better target for my crossbows. So just keep up the fire. Look at that. Look at that. They keep losing troops. You got the banner carrier back here. It's like, come on, man. We hold. That is the Duke's orders. We do not break. We just stand as target practice for my crossbows. Look at, they're wavering. The pikemen are wavering. Why is he not moving forward? Oh, there we go. He's finally moving his foot knightly oh my god, foot knightly retinue. They're gonna join the battle. So this is where I prepare my Teutonic, or not my Teutonic, my Latin sergeants. Man, I'm getting all these names wrong. What is wrong with me today? It's been a long day. But here they go. They're waiting in the forest. They're like, yeah, come on, send forward your men. I'm ready for battle. But meanwhile, his French ally is just getting destroyed, like getting wrecked. My cav over here in the back lines. It looks like I'm going to go for another hammer and anvil. I noticed that there's a lot of French soldiers stuck in melee. Here we go, guys. Yes, indeed. Oh my god, this is so jumpy. This is not getting a lot of frames, but that was a really good charge. And that was pretty much the nail in the coffin, that charge right there. The general is dead. The men are wavering. That was just a complete slaughter of a charge. And now the troops are breaking on this side as well. But meanwhile, there was a charge of infantry. And here is the front lines. Let me get a good view of this front line here. This is awesome. Latin knights going toe-to-toe with the brave soldiers of Burgundy. So I'm pretty sure my soldiers are not as good as the knights of Burgundy. But the good news is that we destroyed his French ally, and we're going to be able to send reinforcements to these guys. There's that front line. Very cool. And this is going to leave some pretty big charges pretty soon. My cav, I still have a decent amount of cav, which is right here. I'm going to be able to charge over and get some pretty good cav charges, you know, pretty good hammer and anvil. Obviously, my infantry is the anvil over here, and they're doing a great job of containing this army. Here comes some of my Latin knights coming over from this flank, taking out some of those archers. I noticed that there was a chance to take out the Duke of Burgundy, but you know what? I was like, nah, you know, I'm not going to go for the general because I want him to watch me slaughter his army. So we're going to keep him alive so he can watch his army just die to the mighty Latin Empire. So I'm going to try to kill off the gendarmes over here. This is like the last of the cav for Burgundy. Well, they're still going pretty strong though. Still going pretty strong. There they go. They're starting to waver now. Finally. And this will free up my cav once and for all. Once and for all. We also have some fighting over on this flank. We're just taking out some spearmen here. He's got his Pavi spears. They're going to fight on for a pretty long time. They're tough. They're a tough unit to kill. Alright, here we go, guys. This is it. This is like some of the most beautiful hammer and anvil strikes right into the back of this heavy infantry. Yes, go Latin Knights, go! Wonderful, wonderful charge there. And then we've got another cav unit that charged in as well. It was my general. He wants to get some blood, you know, he wants to get his sword wet. And my infantry, they may not be winning the fight, but it doesn't matter at this point because we are just getting tons of cav charges. Some very juicy cav charges. Here comes another one. Oh, yes. Take out those spears. Take them all out. There's another one over there. Beautiful. Yeah, so I think it's safe to say that we're going to win this battle. I mean, like him and his ally, the Duke of Burgundy and the French, it seems like they didn't have good synergy. They didn't really work together well, and we were able to take advantage of that and kind of double team each player one at a time. Here comes another charge. Why is my game so laggy? I know I already apologized for that, but I apologize again. I don't know why it's doing that. But, you know, what can you do? What can you do? So a pretty nice fight. Just his men are just completely surrounded. And of course his general's still alive, fighting some of my Latin knights. Now is the time where we can finally kill him. You know, he has seen his men just get slaughtered by my my cav. Now his general's fighting for his own life. Things have gone sour. Things have gone really bad for the Duchy of Burgundy. And now Jackie Fish's infantry just closing the jaws on the infantry that's already engaged with mine. My general is in the thick of the fight, killing some of the spears. And now we're just trying to take out the general. God, there's a lot of units on the battlefield right now. That's probably why it's lacking so much. So yeah, I definitely like the Latin Empire. I really used to hate them in Rome 2 because all they had was like spearmen. But now that they added the Latin sergeants, they are so good. And the Latin knights, really, really good faction. Probably, okay, again, probably not the best faction, but they're still, you know, capable of winning a lot of battles. Here comes another charge in the back of these spears. Yes, destroy them. Just destroy them. All right, so there's 51 seconds in the battle. The general is wavering. He is now dead. And what's left is his spears. The spears are always the last ones to fight because they're always a tough unit to crack. Come on, take him out. Take him out. I think we also have some spears over on this flank. Yep. More Pavi spears. They are wavering though, right? Yes, they are wavering. It's only a couple more seconds until they just give up and the battle is ours. And here's the last unit. Oh, putting up a good fight. Look at this unit, Captain. Oh, he was kicking and stuff. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up today's battle. Now, I just want to remind you guys, if you want to save the replay for these battles, make sure you press start right away. Do not move your troops in the deployment phase. I say that all the time, but I was playing earlier today. I had some amazing battles, but the replays would crash every time because someone was moving their troops, which is unfortunate, and it's really annoying to have to tell people, you know, every day when you try to play a game in this, but it's just something you have to do. But anyways, let's look at the results here and replay. So for my army, I did pretty well. My Latin sergeants, they did pretty well for just kind of fighting at the very end. A lot of them lived. In fact, a lot of my army lived, except for my crossbows and some of my knights. But look at the kills on my Latin knights. 299, 187, 265. And my general almost getting 300 kills, 297. That is insane. My spears didn't get that many kills, but, you know, they didn't really see a lot of action. Same thing for my halberdiers. But my crossbows got a ton of kills. France, he did pretty good with his infantry. One of his halberdiers got 0 kills though. His crossbow's not doing so hot because of the early cav charges. And some of his cav, well, 120 is not bad with the cav. If we look at Gamer2 Game, who is the Duchy of Burgundy, yeah, his army got trashed, except for his cav. Cav did pretty solid. His infantry though, whew, the highest one is 35. 2 of these guys got 35 kills, which is so low. His halberdier or his pikeman got 0 kills. Oh man, that's a rough day. That's why you can't be too defensive. You know, sometimes you gotta go in. Sometimes you gotta help your ally. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. I will see you in the next battle. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and share. And if you haven't, be sure to subscribe. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.